Now, we're going to pause, and you're going to be very interested, Quinn, in this interview, and obviously you, Darren, as well. Nathan Rourke joins us, Canadian quarterback with the Ohio Bobcats, joins us on video chat this morning. And the reason I say Quinn will be very interested is his son just committed to Arizona Wildcats, and I know that you guys will have some stuff to talk about. But Nathan, 3-year starter at Ohio University, 2-time John Cornish winner for the top Canadian in the NCAA. Clark's put the notes here for those that may not know. Played in the NFLPA Bowl. He's eligible for both the NFL and CFL draft. You know all this stuff, however, Nathan. I just want to say good morning and thanks for joining us. How are things where you're at today?
Things are going well. Thank you for having me on.
What's your football status here right now in the off season, Nathan? What's keeping you busy, and what are you looking forward to here in 2020?
Right now, just training down here in Nashville for the upcoming pro day at Ohio U. I'm going to be back there on March 17th, and hopefully be able to attract some pro coaches, whether it's in the NFL or the CFL.
Nathan, you got your pro day coming up. What do you want to show the scouts and the teams at your pro day? Because I know you're quite athletic. You like to run around a little bit. Are you watching what, Quinn mentioned, Taysom Hill's doing? Or if you follow the CFL, Chris Streveler now signing, in Arizona with the Cardinals. Are you following what these guys are doing? Is that something that you could fit in, kind of the multi-tool role?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think I could definitely do that. In terms of making a roster, I just want to be able to help and contribute in some facet of whatnot. And at my pro day, I really want to be able to show that I can do those things. I can be athletic. But most importantly, I want to be able to show that I can make the pro style throws when I have the chance to throw the under center stuff that they're looking for in the NFL, and be able to show that my feet has gotten a lot better with the work that I've gotten, especially since the NFLPA Bowl.
Hey Nathan, Quinn Magnuson here. Being a Canadian player and going down to the States, and my son will be going down to Arizona in the fall, and I know the struggles that a lot of Canadian high school players have in even just getting noticed to be able to get a Division I scholarship like you did and Leif did and a few other players. What do you feel is that stigma that's attached to Canadian high school players when it comes to being recognized in the States and then being able to earn a Division I scholarship, at a major program, and why they don't look at Canadian players more?
Yeah, it's a great question, and honestly, I don't know the exact answer to that. I think there's a lot of talent back home in Canada, and I think that there's the amount of kids that are coming out and are having success, like Claypool at Notre Dame and Chuba at people like Chuba and people like Chase, they're just a testament to show the type of athletes that we can produce, and it's a shame that coaches don't look at Canada as more of a viable option to get those kind of players.
When did NCAA come onto your radar? I mean, obviously, Brandon Bridge is a close friend of mine. There's a guy that went to South Alabama from Mississauga. You're an Oakville kid. When did it become a goal of yours to pursue your career, further your career in the United States as opposed to U Sports or CIS?
Again, the connection is not great, so I'm going to try to do my best here. It's always been a goal for me to play in the NFL, and I thought that going through NCAA was always the best way to do that. So I just looked for every opportunity that I could to have an opportunity to play in the States. And when I got an opportunity my senior year of high school to go and play in Alabama, to take advantage of it, and that's what we did.
Hey, Nathan. When it comes to now having the potential to play professional football, whether it be the NFL or the CFL, if the NFL route doesn't work out for you, obviously there's going to be some CFL teams that have some interest in you. But we've seen, with Brandon Bridge and a few other Canadian quarterbacks, there always seems to be a wall that young Canadian quarterbacks are trying to fight through to gain a starting position in the CFL. Do you see that changing? And do you feel that you have the potential to be a starter in the CFL, given the right opportunity?
So Quinn asked you about the CFL, Nathan, and I said, my guess is you're not even thinking about the CFL at this time. Would I be right?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, we want to be able to play at the highest level. That's always been the dream. That's always been the goal. And I don't think that the CFL is a bad second option, but it's definitely the second option right now. We want to go play in the NFL, and and use every opportunity that we get, which we're expecting at least something, no matter how big, no matter how small. Try to go take advantage of that and learn what I can, and then come back if that's what it comes down to.
You seem like you have natural maturity. It wouldn't matter where you went to college, Canada or the United States. But from an X's and O's standpoint, what has going to Ohio done for you?
A lot of great things that have been able to translate in terms of what we did offensively. We went into a lot of plays, calling multiple plays, so we would have built-in kills or built-in cans, or whatever the lingo is in the NFL. But that's something that I tell coach, some scouts that I've talked to and stuff like that in the NFL, and something that they're really impressed to see or to hear that I dealt with. And so that exposure is something that's been really beneficial. And then obviously just playing in the States and playing the American game, which is obviously different, especially for a quarterback than the Canadian game. That exposure has definitely set me up for hopefully some success in the NFL, and I definitely feel comfortable with the game. But again, with the CFL, I played that in high school. I played the Canadian game in high school, so it's not going to be a massive transition in my opinion.
So just lastly on your pro day, what's the day of it again?
March 17th.
What is your agent and coaches telling you that you're going to need to show that day, March 17th?
We haven't gone down to particulars. We're less worried about the time than the times of everything, and we're more worried about just being able to show that I can make every throw on the field, and that's something that I'm pretty confident that I can do. And I think I've been able to show that on film, and it's just a matter of being able to show teams in person.
Wow. Well, Nathan, I think you've gained a lot more fans here just from this interview this morning. I don't really want to let you go, but I know you're a busy guy. We will let you go. And good luck in that pro day. We'll be following closely. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.